Let's see if we can get a match. All right. Let's see if we can get a match. Let's see if we can get 4 matches at least before midnight.
64 active players at the moment. Professor Rex already with a trophy.
Yeah, so this guy Tazzy at the top here, while I was playtesting Aang out this afternoon, he I don't know if you saw, but he posted in the Blitzelberg chat of, hey, if you're playing Aang against if you're playing against Aang with Tifa, do you swap game 2 into Serac? So I immediately responded in that same group thread, don't ask that. You already won game 1. What are you doing? And I'm not sure if he pieced together like I was his opponent, but I was just trying, I don't know, joking around, but trying Aang out. And yeah, he beat me game 3 with Serac as the commander.
And what does Serac do?
Serac is a 3 mana 4/3 trample, cannot be countered. Whenever you target a creature or creature spell with a spell or ability, they draw a card. And then it just seemed that game where every time he would draw a card, he would draw a hexproof spell. And I could not get rid of Serac at all, which again seems. And then I also probably punted in the beginning because I mulliganed to 6, but I could have kept a Wrath of the Skies. But I figured Wrath of the Skies against Tifa is a little slow sometimes. But probably should have kept a Wrath of the Skies just to have it in case.
I think I would have kept the Wrath of the Skies.
Yeah.
I mean, he's gonna have certain spells to give his creature indestructible. He
right.
can give it a billion ways, but to give it indestructible is different. So
3. I could think of 3 different spells that give it indestructible.
Yeah,
that's about it.
3 out of 99.
Yeah. He had 8. I counted it. 8 ways of hexproof during our match. And none of my things did anything. I even tried to solitude it in the turn that it landed, and he had exactly what he needed. Which is fine. I mean, I'm okay. I was testing the deck. I was getting my bearings with it again. I haven't played Aang in a hot minute. But did suck. And then he went to go 5-0, so I guess it's something. At least he got a trophy from it. I played almost every guy that's trophied so far, except for TV Amaral and Antoning. I played all those other guys. Dennis Bertrand, I've played him when he was playing Emery. Zodiac also, we've played the mirror match a couple times with Aang, and he's played something else. I've played against. He did like whatchamacallit, aggro deck. He played Nick Fury, I think, and then or Yoshimaru, one of those guys. Hey, if you're tuning into this, and this is on YouTube, I mean, maybe one day we'll be on Twitch, but hi, welcome in. This is Dualcom US. I'm Jason. This is Richard. And we're going to play some Moto tonight, Magic Online. I'm going to play Aang the Swift Savior. Going to try and get 5 matches in before, hopefully midnight. So that right now we're on a 3-hour clock to maybe get 5 matches in. The league just started again. This is right after the Spider-Man bans. So Spider-Man, Fantastic Car, Lumra, don't have to worry about them. But, whenever in Magic Online is starting a new league, active players seem a little low. Usually this number is around like 100, 120, something like that. And since it's a brand new league, probably a little bit low to start. But the league ends in 8 weeks. And maybe we'll get a trophy. Maybe because we're recording, that'll be just enough stress to make me actually play well. Who knows? But I'll be manning the deck, and Richard will be chiming in, yelling at me that I didn't do anything right, or that I need to do something better. And feel free to yell at me through your TV screens, or iPhones, or laptops, or computers. Whatever. You guys can yell at me all you want. I'm gonna play Aang. I might as well just pull up my version of Aang for you, so we can look at it. Right? Go to good old Moxfield, and I call it Aang's Exile Jail Jason because I actually got the bones of the deck. I don't know about the idea of the deck, but I saw a Exile Jail deck list on MTG Top 8, and I wanted to try it. So I tried this list. And the best I did was about 4-1 on Moto, and then brought it to locals and played around with it a little bit more, and I realized like it was kind of missing some stuff. So I added an Archon of Emeria and some other stuff that we'll kind of go through right now. So Commander Aang is all about flashing in airbending spells or creatures and trying to take the most out of what you can with Aang by getting around spells that can't be countered, blinking creatures, playing Solitude twice, stuff like that. There's a lot of different lines you can take with Aang. I'm running 2 Planeswalkers, Teferi, Time Reveler. Let's switch this to English so it's a little bit easier to read for everyone. And Teferi is just like, the average blue-white player needs to be running Teferi. Stops your opponent from casting counter spells, really slows them down against a control deck. It also can make an aggro deck a little bit angry because then you can bounce their commander and stop their momentum, hopefully. Or you can give it +1 and cast board wipes on their turn. So, relatively overall, and then the other Planeswalker in the deck is the Wandering Emperor. This is also kind of a counter to decks that want to attack a lot. You just kind of delete a creature that they swung in with, or you can make more blockers or pump your guys up. But really, these two are very utility, very trying to remove and kind of keep alive. Getting into the creatures, I have 25 creatures. My friend Duelcast MTG loves to yell at me that this is the bare minimum, that this is not enough creatures. To that I say, it's fine. It's good enough creatures. Archon of Emeria, Aven Interrupter. Archon basically tries to shut your opponents down by making their lands come in tapped, and they're everyone's only able one spell. So they cast a spell, you Aven Interrupter or even airbend it and slow them down. They can't cast another thing, so that helps out a lot. Brazen Borrower, again, just kind of slowing them down. The creature package is more of tempo than any kind of control, I think. You're kind of just trying to tempo your opponents out as much as possible. You have creatures like Solitude and Subtlety to respond with, if you're tapped out. Some kind of pretty important creatures in this deck are Sunpero Kirin, Tishana's Tidebinder, and Cathar Commando. These three kind of go well with what the Exile Jail package is, and what they each can do is bounce the Parallaxes. And so you can put all the Parallaxes triggers on the stack with Sunpero Kirin or Cathar Commando, and then have them enter and return. You can have Sunpero Kirin enter and return the Parallax to your hand, and all the triggers go and delete all their creatures or all their lands, and then you have Parallax Tide or Parallax Wave right back in your hand. Tidebinder counters the trigger, and Cathar Commando kind of does the same thing, except you have to sacrifice it and destroy it. So you do all the triggers, you sacrifice it, destroy it, and as long as they can't respond to the activated ability of Cathar Commando, then they just lose all their lands or creatures. So yeah. So that's kind of the most important creatures. You also have Malcolm to draw. You have Spell Queller to deal with spells. And, oh, look, sounds like we got our first match. What do we got? Maybe?
We got a match.
I heard the sounds. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. We're going against Felia. They won the die roll. They're going to go first. We can't keep this, though. It's one land, sadly. Yeah. One land. All right. Looks like we're gonna play one land hands tonight. That's not great.
This hand's worse. Huh.
Hand is considerably worse. Huh?
I said we're off to a rip-roaring start. Mull 5.
Yep. And this is a good lesson for those, kind of maybe you're newer to the format. Don't be afraid to mulligan. It might suck, it might hurt, but like I'd rather mulligan and try than not and lose it. All right, so I'm gonna put back Click, and I think put back Kieran and be responsible. Hold up Reprieve and or Solitude with Spell Queller on 3. He's gonna Felia before that. I'm surprised he doesn't have a turn 1 play. Oh, hey, that's cool. Manatide's a good draw. So I imagine he could Felia on his turn, and I can respond with Manatide. Oh, Rashadin Port. Rashad, bruh. Alright. Glacial Fortress. Pass. Alright. So we're sitting 5 to 6 against a Felia deck. 5 cards in my hand, 6 in his. Question. I think I'm going to Reprieve here. I think I'm going to Reprieve here to draw the cards. No.
Well, I think I would Manatide.
Yeah.
Make that thing cost 4.
Manatide.
This next spell will resolve, but then you'll spell Queller out.
Right. Worst case scenario, if he drops a 3-drop that I really don't like, I can Solitude it.
Right.
But
Solitude and Aang or Solitude.
Yeah. Well, I'd have to, I'd have to wait till my next turn to do all that, but yes, that would be the plan. Alright, so Manatide Felia. Felia count 1. Okay, doesn't play a land, plays... Oh, okay, he warps in the Starfield Shepherd. He's going to search for a plains, get the plains, play the plains. So maybe he's light on lands in his hand. That's what this kind of tells me. Which is fine. I'll take it. After a mulligan to 5, if my opponent is light on lands, I will not look a gift horse in the mouth. All right, so we probably have to play Otawara here. Nope. Play Island, pass. All right, this is where we hope our next 2 draws are Parallax Tide and Tail's End, or Stifle, and we just win the game. That'd be cool. All right, so he has 4 mana. We're going to pass. Oh, man, it doesn't do anything still. I just wonder what... He's got to have something in his hand. Is he just trying to threaten? All right, so I should probably play Starting Town now. Because it comes in tapped, unfortunately, and just pass. Leave Spell Queller open if he goes to Flash in Felia.
He's definitely flashing in Felia.
Well, there's other spells that are 4-drop flashes, right? Again, this leaves me open on his turn, but I'm fine with it at this point. Worst case scenario, he gets rid of Spell Queller, and then he can't attack with Felia anyways. And then on my turn, I can play Solitude. Yep, here comes Swords of Plowshares. On Thin Ice. Oh, that's not good for him. I have ways to get rid of On Thin Ice at instant speed. So, he's going to recast Felia. Faux free. Now, we kind of want... We wouldn't mind a white spell here that we could pitch to Solitude. He has 3 mana. Oh, he has 2 mana. 1 mana. That's fine. That's kind of rough. Okay. Hey. Not bad. Not shabby. We'll take it.
Solitude Felia?
So if we Solitude Felia, he pays 1, gives Felia hexproof and indestructible. But he does have to sacrifice it to do so. And then he has to run Felia into... Alright, here's my thought. We exile Reprieve, throw down Solitude. We cast Aang, airbend Solitude. Target Felia when he goes to save Felia, then we recast Solitude. All right, here we go. Do 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 do. Now we have to do this right. Target Felia, then the evoke goes on the trigger on the stack first. We have to respond while the evoke is on the stack. Guys, I've messed up so many times on Magic Online. If you're learning to play Magic Online, I commend you because it can be rough. Yep. So we could respond Tail's End here. We could just Tail's End the trigger, right?
You definitely could. That was one of my suggestions, but you will leave yourself cardless versus him with 5 cards in his hand.
Sure.
But you would.
It's
you would have
effectively a board wipe.
Exile then.
Yeah, it's effectively he's board wiping himself at this point, and I can just have Solitude for 2. Alright, now we're going to yield to all. Goodbye, Felia. Now, and then we also know he might be Landlight in his hands because he searched for that Plains, but he did play a 4th land, right? So, can't be that Landlight. Ranger of Eos. Alright.
He needs some card advantage.
Yeah. Alright, so he's going to search for 2 1-drop creatures. My guess is Giver and Mother. Oscillate Pride. Guide of Souls and Oscillate Pride. Alright. Whatever. Well, that takes care of one of them, maybe. Combat. Now we just gotta start pushing. So he can cast if he doesn't have a land. Yeah, so he's casting 1. He's probably start with Guide of Souls. No response. Then he's gonna cast Oscillate Pride. What is in his hand though? Like, he just tutored for these 2 guys. I get the I get the importance of them, but man, that's interesting. All right, so we're gonna let him go to attacks. He has 2 mana open. We're just going to get rid of. We're gonna cast Solitude. Worst case scenario, he has Reprieve. He has Reverent Mantra, maybe. Like, he has 6 cards in his hand. They're not lands. What does he have? Night Nurse? Okay, so he goes and gets Oscillate Pride back in his hand. I thought about Guide of Souls, but I was thinking I could leave him empty, maybe. And then swing in and potentially kill Guide of Souls. Alright. Is there a reason not to cast Bird on his end step for everything we got? This is
the only reason, but I think you swing out here.
Yeah, this is a definite swing out. He has to double block to stop, but I don't imagine him doing so. Yeah. Ah, never mind. I can't do math.
Oh, was that a 2-power creature?
It was. Oh well. All right, here comes Oscillate Pride. This is where the problems will begin. Staff of the Storyteller.
You're going to have a flying Oscillate Pride next turn. We got to draw an answer.
We're gonna throw this down for
Oh,
4.
why aren't you on it?
For Mana Tithe, and there's no reason to. I think
That won't work. Got mana open.
that's what I'm saying. I'm putting 4 mana in instead of 5.
About his mana tide. Okay.
Ah, that would have been cool. That would have been cool if that was like a spell pierce. And just no. Alright, so he has a 3. He'll have 3 energy, and then he will make a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oust.
First spike. First spike.
Yeah. I only forget about mental missteps, not 4 spikes. Alright. Clear attacks. Please swing in with the Guided Souls. Please. Okay. Give it flying. Give it flying. Give it flying. Wow. That was an interesting maneuver. I'm okay with this. He is going to gain... Alright, does he have the City's Blessing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ugh, yeah, yes. Alright. So not much we can do there. We're going to just yield through this so it doesn't eat any of our clock. We are 3 minutes down. This might be a loss. This is probably a loss. So Guided Souls was probably the correct answer.
Yeah, we're supposed to just exile Guided Souls and then just race, you know.
Yeah.
So if you want to tap off the race, you just race.
Alright, so Parallax Wave helps us here, but doesn't win us the game. We gotta yield. We can't yield. We have Force.
You're gonna block the off, so he's gonna make the offload probably fly. Was it a 3/3 first striker?
It is a 3/3 first striker.
We're dead.
Three, 6, 7, 8, 9. He gains 2 more life. Can draw a card off a staff. Plays Skrelv. Sure. Yep. Okie doke. Wrath of the Skies would be pretty cool. For
Wrath of the Skies would be game winning. Wrath of the Skies 1, you win the game.
All right. Let's see if we win the game.
What, a 2 outer? You have 1 other spell?
Yeah.
Not it.
All right. We swing with Bird, hold back. Aang. Doesn't really matter about swinging with Bird, to be honest, but better than nothing. Where were you earlier when you recast the stupid Oslet Pride? Unexpectedly absent. We'll just say no. Again, very inconsequential, but
yeah, it's Wrath of the Skies are bust.
I think he's worried because we can double block, but he can just give it hex proof and can't be blocked. Isn't that what that does? Yeah. So I'm not sure why this isn't targeting this. Yeah.
Block the Aang.
I'm going to double block the Oslet Pride if I can.
I would just block the Aang.
Why wouldn't you?
I don't know that there's a need to because your Wrath of the Skies are bust anyway, so just chump block. Keep your bird alive.
3, 6, 9, 10.
If you draw Wrath for 1, you win the game.
That's true. All
would
right.
likely win the game. So I would just let Aang die and keep your bird alive.
Okey doke.
Got the bust.
Wrath or bust. Here we go. Heart of the cards. Do you believe? Nope. Well,
If it's in the top 5.
if it's in the top 5, do you believe? It is on the top 5. Nope. Let's go to game 2. No wrath. All right. Well, not the strongest start, but we did have to mulligan to 5. We did have to try and we made the mistake of leaving Guide Souls. I think that was the killer there. Guide Souls. We knew that was part of his strategy. Oof, golly, man. We got a mulligan. Gotta take my own advice here. I don't. Oh no, that's not much better, is it? We do have the search. We're gonna keep this. We're gonna put back an island. Oh man, we are not getting. We need to, as my friend Dualcast MTG would say, I gotta learn how to draw better. Good gosh, it's been rough. All right, we are going to start with Windswept Heath. Pass. And we don't have anything to do. Duke, sure. End step. Let's surveil. Surveil some action, hopefully. Archive. No response.
You have to mulligan again? Is that what you're moaning about?
Yeah, went to 6. Kept 4 lands. And this stuff. Let's avoid. Let's just see what we can do. It's main phase brainstorm here. All right, mental misstep. We want to play starting town next turn, otherwise it comes in tapped. But we are gonna fetch, right? We are gonna fetch. So I think we put back Sink into Stupor and the islands. There's no mono white things. Combat. Let him do his thing. Yep. Interesting. So when I sack this, he's gonna go for Felia. That's what he's gonna do. So do I care about sacking it right now? No. I think I bluff a little bit and go to my turn. Play starting town. Pass. When he goes to play Felia, I can sack the Arid Mesa for Tundra, play Aang, airbend Felia. Dang it. We are good, man. I'm on it. I'm going to lose this game, but dang, that was a good call, right? I mean, guys,
it's something.
It's something. Again, I don't know if we win this game, but this is a rough matchup for Aang, by the way. Aang into Cloud or Felia is just kind of rough. It's just hard to deal with when you go wide or when you can just do X, Y, and Z over and over again. And even with Aang against Felia or Cloud, both of them are 2 mana. So, like, airbending them isn't, like, much of a drawback. Because, see, I don't agree with that move. I think If I'm him, I just recast Felia here. But that's fine. Enters with, okay. That's fine. All right, so I could Wizard Cycle, step through, and go get Draineth Magistrate and just keep Felia away forever. I think that's the move. He's tapped out. He has 4 cards in his hand.
You have Swords Protection.
I do have Swords Protection. Let's Wizard Cycle here. Now, notably, as you may have saw, I do have Harbinger in here too. So, like, if I'm playing a 3-color deck, I might sequence that a little bit differently. And play and go for Harbinger there on thin ice. No, sir. Or ma'am. But, no. No way. Okay, 3 mana.
Color Host again.
Oof.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate. Alright, he's going to hit us for 3. We're going to go to 13. It's fine.
We're going to have to consult. Full
Yeah.
value here, probably. Alright, well, let's Felia answer. Still need to deal with the 3 power coming over every turn.
Oh.
But I'm consulting end of turn.
At the end of our turn?
No.
Yeah.
His turn. I guess then he responds to Felia, though, doesn't he?
That's fine. I don't think he's going to respond with Felia just yet. Oh, hey, I think he can respond with Felia whenever he feels like it. He has 2 cards to our 3. We're going to go up to 4. We're at 10 life. We got to find some answers. Deck, where are my answers? Cast with kicker. Bow, bow. Bow, bow. Please, deck, please. Oh, no. Here comes Felia. Yeah, it's fine. All right. Top 5. Ratha's guys. No. Avian Interrupter. Counterspell. Soulless Jailer. Wandering Emperor. Wanching Tong. I think Emperor Bird. Emperor Wanching Tong, I think, is the move.
It's definitely Emperor. That's definitely your first choice. Soulless Jailer, does that stop Felia Blinks?
Permanent cards in graveyards can't enter. Players can't cast non-creature spells. Blah, 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 blah.
That doesn't do it. Yeah, it's either Bird or Counterspell, so Bird's fine.
I think Bird to get more opportunities to draw and have subtlety online. Worst case scenario. Rest in peace. I've played so many games of Magic Online, and I have not once seen this card in all the decks I've played. And now, in the matchup that I probably needed in the least, and decides to show up. All right, so he's going to attack with Felia, blink here. I'm going to have another 3/3 to deal with.
Giving up Felia unless he's got a kill spell for Aang.
That's true.
2/2 into a 2/3.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Yeah. He's got to have something, because.
Yeah.
But that's fine.
Unfortunately, we got nothing. So what's he blinking? He's blinking that.
Yeah.
So move to block and block Felia and have Emperor as a out.
Taps it. Oh, taps it to remove a counter, put a +1/+1 counter on a target creature against hexproof. So he's gonna give Felia a counter and make it a 3/3.
Right. So you could Emperor Plus
Yeah.
and make a guy a 3/4 first striker.
Yep, I think that is
Either
the
that or
move.
Exile. But I think it's probably better to do the plus.
Yeah, I think that's the move.
I would sacrifice Vista before you draw, also.
Yep. I plan on sacking Vista, paying 2 blue, or having 2 blue open in case he does like an Enlightened Tutor or something. No response. Alright, so our 3/3 sees his 3/3 and says goodbye. But he is going to have Blade Size. Yeah, we're a first striker. That's what I'm saying. We're getting rid of him. But we have a 3/3, and then he's going to make another 3/3. Alright, we have Recruiter. Oh my gosh.
Almost like you called it.
I do play against Felia quite often.
Not screw that up.
I got it. Bing, bing, bing. We're running low on clock, unfortunately, comparatively. But if we can somehow win this, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. But I imagine we're going to see Guide of Souls here. Solitude, maybe. Cloud. I don't know. Could be a bunch of different crap. Because it's all only looks for toughness 2 or less. So yep, Solitude. Dang it, man. That's tough. I don't like seeing Solitude here. Glimmer Lens is fine. Glimmer Lens is fine. Everything is fine. Yep.
That's 0 cards. That's got your Aang.
Imagine the bird. Yeah. Yep. Next. Okay. What are we doing here? Alright. So we are going to start by gaining some life. Get rid of this guy. He has 0 cards in hand. We keep up 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. We can keep up Get Lost, Reprieve, or get Subtlety and or Reprieve and Get Lost. What are we looking at? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage on board. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Alright, I think we just have to pass. We're wasting time. Guys, it is hard. Magic is so hard, guys. I just don't know the lines. And I gotta think 5 minutes behind, and it kind of sucks. He can recast Felly, though, I believe.
He's probably gonna, he's attacking so he can draw a card.
Yeah. We have to.
He's attacking to a 3/4, so everything.
No response.
Blocks 3/3.
Yep. All right. Here's the other question. Should I get?
Anything else?
Everything's going against Emperor. Yeah. It doesn't matter. All right. Yep. All right.
I guess we could have
flashed in Subtlety.
Lost. Yeah. Safe, but maybe it'll be better here when we stop whatever he's going to cast here.
Yeah, he's going to go for Felia. And we have reprieve up for any other shenanigans. And then if he doesn't do anything else, we get lost. Probably get lost the blade slicer.
Put it on top of the stack.
Ooh. Alright, so he's going to put Solitude, or City of Traders back in his hand. That's interesting. And no, he put Felia back in the command zone. But it does go to show you, hey, there's Felia. That's cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go 1 and a white. Rest in peace. No response. Let's go to combat. Go through combat. End step. We have Reprieve, Rest in Peace open. Or Reprieve, Felia open. We can flash in Felia. He's going to draw a card. No response. Clear blocks. All right. Now, notably, he could have used his map, put it on the Duke, and then the Duke's activated ability is back online. Tidebinder's cool. All right. This is where it gets a little silly.
You can attack for 8 and blink the nurse if you wanted to try to raise.
I think that is the move.
You're also getting close to an ending, but
Yeah, I know. Okay. Okie doke. I bet you he's gonna go to equip. Ooh, map, so he can go up to 15 on me. That's fine. Haha. Do it again. Do it again. Get another land, please, please, please. Nah. Reveals cloud too. That's no bueno. But we're not really.
on the trigger if you want to.
Yeah, we're not really worried about cloud, and we got to worry about the time. He has Felia in hand. We can keep Spell Queller up, or we can just counter this trigger here. Yeah, I think that is the move.
Can you just re-equip it? Or no, you're.
Yeah.
It turns off the artifact, right?
Yeah. Yeah, ability of artifact, creature, or planeswalker. And now if he swings any trade, I could trade with Tidebinder. Oh, Static Prism. That's unfortunate. Where?
There goes Cardbringer.
There goes Felia?
Okay.
Interesting. 15. I think it just block to get it out of my way. That way he can't. Yeah, but he can turn on his equipment or cast Felia here, which I think that's what he, yeah. Felia with Recruiter is pretty dangerous for me.
Blink the artifact.
That's a draw. Combat.
And blink Aang. Flash in Conductor and blink Aang to have Aang blink out something.
Blink out Felia. Then have Spell Queller up. Do I have enough for that? No, I'm one shy.
No, you're not.
I am. I have
Conductor 3. Conductor's 3.
Conductor's 3. Let's.
It's got flash, don't do anything.
Yeah.
Don't play his turn.
We know he has Cloud in his hand too, so we could just.
Probably not the Spell Queller Cloud.
Yeah.
So
this is where I'm gonna throw in the bird to block Felia.
Exactly. Absolutely. What did he blink?
He blinked Recruiter the guard. So he'll at his end step it'll come back and he'll be able to get a 1-drop and put it in his hand. But hopefully they'll be too late by then.
7 damage in the air.
Yeah.
No, sir. Oh, we have weak 1 now.
Yeah, 1 in hand. He should scoop. We have 4 minutes. So I don't see him scooping. Okay, here we go. What's the card he gets? He already got Solitude, right? Yeah, so flash creature that flies in mono white.
A few choices. Maybe an Interrupter. Resto Angel. What's got to be... What's the limitation on that?
It has to be toughness 2 or less. So it could be Aven Interrupter. It can't be... It's... Oh, Spider-Man. Okay. That's fine. Can we swing through Spider-Man? Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, we're not there. Dang it, man. He took... Yeah, that took away lethal. So... I think we just gotta swing in. Let the blocks happen. Attack with all creatures.
Yeah, he just chumps and buys himself an extra turn.
Yeah, because he's gonna... I imagine he chumps here. What has he got? Yeah, gives it flying. Yeah.
The next question is, do you want to play Archon? That would stop you from...
Nothing. I think, yeah, I think I should play Archon. The question is, do I blink Aang here?
We wouldn't do it now. There's no reason to, right?
3, 6, 8. He goes to 1. No response.
Oh, I see. Now you... blink it and then cast Archon.
Oh, you know what? The smarter choice would have been Subtlety. Blink Subtlety. But I think it's inconsequential with Archon. He can cast Cloud, but then it doesn't matter. Yeah. All right, we have 3 minutes. Let's see if we can win a game with Aang in 3 minutes, guys. Let's see. What do we need for that? Parallax?
Yeah. You need a blue parallax and you need 2 F6 along.
Here we go. Nope, but we're definitely keeping. Our first keep, guys. Our first 7 keep. Oh my gosh. All right, we gotta yield through his first turn, but we cannot yield through his second turn. Momo's fine. Blue combat. Take 1. We just keep passing, keep passing. Cry while we pass the turn. All right. And then, oh, that's cool. Go ahead. Yeah. I got 2 mana, bud. What you gonna do? Nothing. Okie doke. Yep. All right. Enlightened Tutor. Go get. Wait. Go get Tide.
Yeah, and pray. Well, I guess you have borrower, right?
Yeah. Well, Borrower only hits opponents.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. Hit Tide and pray. Gonna pray for a stifle effect. Make this an island. Hit OK. Pay 2 life. Combat. Pass. Because now we have Spell Snare. Brainstorm up. Ka-chow. Alright, we gotta win in 2 minutes.
I might need to get borrower on the field.
Yeah. Dust Bowl. Ruh-roh.
The island.
Don't have Mana Tithe. I mean, if he has Mana Tithe, we just lose. Alright, go for Dust Bowl.
You're just gonna pray you rip a stifle effect in the next 2 draws?
That's it.
For the next 1 draw?
No. Next draw. I have 1 more turn. I'm just gonna eat these 4. Yep, here comes Felia. Here comes Felia? Here comes Unexpectedly Absent? Oh, you're dumb.
Yeah. Yeah, take all of his lands.
No.
All of his lands.
No, you take no because it will resolve afterwards. So you take all of your lands. That was a mistake on my end. I should take all my lands here. And now untap me. Because now Dust Bowl's gone forever. Because he responded to it before Dust Bowl left. That was...
Right.
Yeah, we don't win this one because of time. We took too long contemplating, unfortunately.
I don't think it's contemplating. I think it's clicking. I think there's more efficient ways to do it that you just haven't figured out yet. That's all. I don't think it's decision making.
Ah! Yeah, I think we win this game in paper. Not by much, granted, but we do. I think we do win this game.
I think Archon could help in paper, followed up by the parallax. Give a little lucky, maybe. Brazen Borrower needed casts. Hope.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. Unfortunate. All right. So we're 0-1, unfortunately, because there's no way we win with 6 seconds. Oof, even worse. Yeah, we'll just concede here. GG's. Alright, let's see. Were we going to be lucky? Was our next couple cards going to give us a stifle effect? March was rough. March was rough, but alright, whatever. Yep. 0-1. But could be worse. Could be a lot worse. I'm okay with that loss. It was just a time loss, really. Again, I think, yeah, I'm not the most experienced Magic Online player, and I think I just took a little too much time thinking through like what I needed to do there. But can't win them all. Anyways, back to what the deck has. Not now that you've seen it a little bit. We have, oh wow, hey, we are in there. That's not the right tab. Monster Yuan. Alright, we won the dice roll. Aminatu. Alright, another matchup I go against regularly. Keep. 2 lands isn't great, but we can surveil for the off the top and hopefully see one. We're gonna hold. We're playing Aminatu. We're gonna hold it and see what happens. He could be playing Stifle, I guess. He's more than likely going to play turn 1 Thoughtseize or Inquisition. Something to look at her hand real quick. Hey, Darkslick Shores. Bet you it's Thoughtseize. Oh, Currency Converter. Alright, we'll just surveil in response. Currency Converter could be rough, but we can work around it. We can make things happen. Rest in peace against the Currency Converter is pretty cool. Rest in peace against this whole deck is pretty cool. That is not a rest in peace, but we need lands. We have counterspells and brainstorm, so we're gonna throw this away into the graveyard and see what else we can get. Maybe my opponent will just take 20 seconds to think through what else could he have. He could have grief. That is a thing. Nope, we'll go to our turn. I kind of wish Moto would work similarly to Arena sometimes, in the aspect of, like, when you don't have anything really to do in Arena, it just kind of... Well, I guess, hold on, we should think about this for a second. Do we want to Disruptor Flute here? No. We'll Disruptor Flute on his end step if he doesn't do anything. But Disruptor Flute against Amanatu is also kind of cool. So he's not going to do anything.
You might need Brainstorm.
Yeah, I think Brainstorm's a better answer here, unfortunately.
Don't get Brainstorm locked.
Yeah, Brainstorm locked. Cool. Yeah. This you don't say that. You just let it be. Put it like this. Just cry at night because our deck doesn't like us today, guys. Doesn't like us. Okay. Betcha he's debating on activating currency converter here. Or he just has to stop at my upkeep because he likes to do that.
It's just trying to stay even with you on time.
Yeah, hey, I'll take it. I'm not going to complain. I'll let him hold up the time. We're just going to pass. More than likely, he's going to activate currency converter here, right? Yep. Could just counter whatever you cast, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's not great either, because now he has 4 mana to play with on his turn. To our 2 mana. Ah, man. Magic is so hard, guys.
Legend fell you end of turn.
Hello? There we go. Alright. Does resolve. Interesting. Oh. Yay, we get to gain 2 life. Cool. Here's a Stern Scolding, and here's us passing our turn. Yep. So we didn't want to throw the island back. And he's now throwing away at Bloodstained Mire. Does this man keep a 5 land hand with Currency Converter and Swords of Plowshares just because he can? I imagine there's more in his hand. There's got to be. All right.
Flute.
Flute time.
Countering.
Flute time for Amanatu, please. Nope. He does not counter.
Currency converter.
Currency converter. He could just blink currency converter. Oh, I guess that doesn't stop flute. Ah. Yeah.
You have Wash Away and Lose Focus and Tail's End to try to stop this commander from blinking it, and blinking it doesn't get him out of it.
All right, currency converter was the name. No more activating currency converter. That means those land just stay there. There it is. Never punished.
All right, pass turn.
Now, so far this seems more similar to an Amanatu control than the Amanatu I usually go against, which is Reanimator. Intuition. If we, yeah. Cast like this, we can keep up 1 mana for Amanatu. If he doesn't just have like a Random counterspell. You can have spell pierce here, imagine. Nope. Alright, cool.
Intuition feels like it's reanimator deck.
Yeah. Alright, what do we got next? I bet you it's Aminatu. Oh. Oh no, 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 no. Alright, if he stifles me here, I cry. Publicly and loudly.
In the basic island here.
Yup. I'm guessing he doesn't have a counterspell.
It would certainly appear he doesn't. Unless he's got Force Blade.
Ah, that's a counterspell.
No.
Alright. Well. Here we go. Have fun. Okay. Surveil land. He's gonna blink the surveil land. Nope. Draw a card. That's alright. Okay. Land.
Alright, if you cast a fairy and you put a miracle on top, you can't miracle, right? Or you could apparition his commander.
I think with 1 mana open, take my shot on Teferi. And blink currency converter. Ooh, land. Yes. You can't. Artifact, creature, enchantment. Just F6 so we don't get any time. We're already a minute behind. No, exile your own. Come on, man. I don't care, actually.
You're even with him. You're 3 seconds.
Alright. He can't counter any of my spells anyways. Your turn, sir. Oh, wait. Alright, have fun. Yup.
Your love of Fairy Mastermind.
I love Fairy Mastermind. I love them. Goodbye, Fairy Mastermind. I notably could have cast Spider Sense there, but definitely don't want to waste that on a silly Requiting Hex. Mystic Gates. Don't forget to plus to Fairy. Don't be an idiot. Alright, those at home, you might be thinking, why is he not casting Aminatu? Because I wanted to keep mana open in case he ulted there and go ka-chow. And then he just can't do anything. But this turn, and I also want to protect my Teferi. Teferi is keeping... No, please stop that. Well, that's not... That's rude.
Was he hard casting it?
Yeah, he's hard casting it. That's just... That's rude, sir. Go again later. Just talk to me later. Okay. Alright. My plan is to swing it Amanatu. If he... Oh yeah, I forgot to plus the fairy. Plus the fairy. And pass the turn. I have 5 mana open. So I can Force Spike if he doesn't play a land. Or I can Resto Angel. Wait, never mind. I screwed that up. Crap! I screwed it up because I forgot it's now 2 mana, not a bunch of other mana. So, Force Spike, 1, 2. Crap. We screwed that up.
It's a trigger, right? When he comes into play?
Yeah, it is. No response. Oh no! My Magic Online just crashed. The whole thing just crashed. Oh no! Oh, this is what content is for, people. Don't you love it? I love it. I love when Moto crashes on me when I'm in a control matchup. Come on, come on, come on. Get me in, coach. Get me in. At least it doesn't just automatically resolve, right? You know, like at least
Should be counting down the clock.
yeah. That's the hard part.
Don't click on anything until it's all.
Noises, 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 noises. Noises. Come on, come on, come on. All right, all right, all right. There we go. So, for some reason, it let it
Wait till all loads.
let him. Oh, look, he even knew I'm only gone for like a minute. All right, we're going to cast this by paying a blue and returning A to our hand. Well, I don't like that one bit. I don't know what I'm going to do against this dude.
Well, if he's a reanimator, that's a good draw.
It is, but
I'm casting his bombs now.
yeah.
And you're 2 minutes behind him now. Word something.
It's not bad. We gotta keep Amanatu in check. Unfortunate. Yep. Alright, what are we doing? What can we do here? Spell Snare is a dead draw. This only hits non-token permanent, so it really only hits Amanatu. So we gotta go white. Give me this. I'm debating on conceding.
Yeah.
But we're gonna try what we can do. If he's a reanimator, maybe we can pull this out, but maybe he swings everything at Teferi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You have your split up card in the deck?
No, I don't. I have Wrathless, guys. That's it. Yep, everything at Teferi. We're just gonna block one to get one out of here.
Gonna turn all the counterspells in his hand.
Yep. Well, that was silly.
Okay. New plan. Well, you don't have any white mana.
Nope, can't do that. So what we're gonna do is go with my plan. Start racing.
You will lose horribly.
No, I won't.
Man, I would be tempted to play Harbinger.
Yeah, but I don't think it matters.
Like, you would literally shut his deck off, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think Harbinger was the play there.
Harbinger could have been the play there. But does not matter.
That's kind of the trigger.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You gotta draw swords now, but
Do I care about Rest in Peace? I don't think I do. Not at this point of the game. He's not worried about reanimating.
he is. That's why I told you that.
No, I don't think he is. I don't think that's... Yeah, that's the problem there. That's what I gotta worry about. That's unfortunate, because I wanted to Resto Angel, blink Aang, blink a token, block 2 tokens.
Yeah, now if you Harbinger, you're just gonna blink until you're Harbinger, so I think you lost your opportunity.
Yep.
You're 3 minutes behind.
Let's try. Let's not waste time here. Yeah, because I could get rid of Amanatu and cast Harbinger that next turn. He wouldn't be able to Amanatu again. But then I'm racing 6, 11 in the air that I have to find like a removal spell here. And then next turn he's gonna get back that dude to get more dudes and just start running me over. So yeah, I need it, and I'm behind in time now. Unfortunate, but that's again. I could have tried to counter the first trigger like you said, but he was just gonna blink with golly, man. I guess this is 2 lands. 3 lands with Lorien. We're gonna keep. We gotta move fast. Keep that. Combat. Pass. Pass the turn. Play Sink into Stupor. If he does nothing, then we Lorien revealed at his end step. Well, we do know he's a reanimator, but he just didn't get anything to reanimate, and I shut down currency converter, so he couldn't pitch stuff, probably. Alright, the clock is our problem once again.
At least you're consistent.
Yeah. Consistently bad is not what I'm shooting for. Control's fine. Alright. So we have the hard counter for Animate Dead. But more than likely, we should probably lose focus if he plays Animate Dead and replicate it, so that way if he has a counter spell, he can't just get around it. This time we target Amanatu. It's the Fate Shifter, right? Yeah.
Your Stern Scolding is a death draw.
I'm aware. I'm aware. Unfortunately, I'm aware. Alright, Windswept Heath for...
Jam Archon, but I guess that takes shields down. I guess we draw a land. That's unfortunate.
It be like that. It be like that indeed. Nope. Can't go shields down against this deck that can just put a 7/7 out there. Like, it just is silly. Thoughtseize. I guess that's unfortunate. You want to lose focus or counterspell? Probably counterspell. Or you could be a friend and take Stern Scolding. Yeah. Took out Archon. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Okay, instead. If we had a land. If only our deck was merciful enough to bless us with 1 mana. Nevertheless, it continues to screw us. This has flash? Ruh-roh. Hey, remember when I said you can't go shields down against a deck that can just win? Oh. That was dumb. Okay. So I'll go to combat. I don't know what that really was, but
I don't know what that was either.
let's go read necromancy. If becomes put target creature card from a graveyard when this enchantment leaves, you may cast this though it had flash. If you cast it at a time it can the controller of the permanent, it becomes sacrifices it. Ah. Sure, bud. Want to see a magic trick?
Number 5. Does the same thing again next turn. Bring back to your hand and do the same thing again.
So it's an activated ability. Yeah, never mind. All right, so can't be countered. Yep. Sure thing, bud. Okay. Can't respond there. We have to respond here. We go ping. Counter the ability. Oh, returning a tapped creature.
And number 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're too short.
Yeah, I don't think I would have done that. It doesn't fly, does it? That was, it might have been really fortunate. Now he casts it and gets the trigger again. How do you deal with the trigger?
I don't know.
So why'd you blink it?
Didn't think that far. I'm just trying to go. I'm just playing magic at this point.
You're clicking buttons, as a certain content creator likes to say that he does.
I guess so.
You know what out of me?
I guess so. I did draw a perfect card though.
I realize I'm incredibly fortunate.
Hee hee.
9 minutes is enough to kill him. You don't need to go crazy. You
I
have
know.
9 minutes. Let's try to make 9 minutes of solid play.
We're on the draw. This is probably a keep, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's not good, but kind of like four lands, Otawara, return 2 flash. With a counterspell. Flash is going to need to get there. Oops.
Well, that sucks.
Jigged up. You're going to surveil into gas. Think positively.
Well, I'm gonna draw. Rest in peace. I'm just gonna draw. Rest in peace right here. That's a Thoughtseize. I knew it. Oh my goodness. Ah. Okay. Sure. That's okay. Here's a surveil land.
We've gone on top.
Yep. Hey, I have a Seachrome Coast. Hey, so we're dead? Ban Flash. Ban Flash.
It was talked about in the most recent video by Pitzelberg. They brought up the card with the console number.
Ban Flash. That is such a silly... 2 mana. What are you going to do about it? Oh, you're tapped out? I guess you're screwed. Face down card that we don't know about that can be used to cast with Convoke. The last time I played an Amanatu player, they went and searched for Mana Leak. I don't think that's what he searched for here, but hey. Alright, they're tapped out. I have nothing to do besides flash in my creatures on their turn. They're gonna cast... Huh?
Are you not passing the turn here?
I'm thinking of casting Malcolm.
Why?
Because if he has a counterspell, it doesn't resolve. If he does...
Don't worry about if he has a counterspell. I wouldn't anyway.
Alright. Hey, that's cool.
Does he search?
It does. Oh no! It does search, but I'd have to respond.
Which is why you left 2 mana open, so you could respond.
I was thinking of Malcolm this whole time, not Wan Shik'Tong, to be honest. Now we just gotta use Malcolm as a blocker.
It's a 5/5 flyer.
Got lucky.
It wouldn't jump. I would take the damage.
So it's a 6/5. I go to 14. I can put him to 10. But he's gonna kill my stuff, I imagine. Amanatu here, actually. Yeah, he's just gonna be able to play whatever he wants from his deck. Golly, man. But if he... Oh, that's not good. Yep. Well, I guess I'm not blocking.
He's only got 1 card.
Yeah, but he has a card face down in exile. This is crazy work.
Alright, and then stuff you'll flash in 2 creatures and take 6 to the face.
Take 6 to the face, go to 8.
Draws a card, you know what to do. Okay, well, I guess you're flashing them both in now. And it's going to bounce your Mastermind.
Do I flash them both in now, or do I cast Aang now?
I think you. Yeah, I guess you could cast Aang. I never remember about your stupid commander.
Yeah, I think Aang, and then we have Odawara. Odawara costs 3. We can put that back in his hands. Yep. We go. Maybe should have blocked there, but I'm just gonna take it.
I'm not. All right, pause. So can you harbinger him now, giving him mono black only? No,
Blue.
what did you just Aang? You Aang something, right?
I Aang to Fairy.
You Aang to fairy.
Harbinger
So
doesn't matter.
you can cast to fairy and bounce your harbinger.
Yep. Harbinger doesn't matter. What we need to do is play this as planes. Go okay. Pay the 2 life. And we need to deal with this. Bleep, 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 bleep. Go away. Move to combat. Attack. Beep boop beep boop.
If you place to fairy, respond with fairy mastermind.
Yep.
I still think harbinger next turn might be the play.
After Teferi, I agree.
Okay.
But before Teferi doesn't, I don't think work.
About 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm not worried about time.
Okay.
It does suck that I'm 4 minutes behind, but we're both pretty low on life, and every spell counts. Okay.
Hold on.
Hold on.
You don't want to. I guess you can't kill the fairy, right?
Right.
He's probably gonna counter this.
That's fine. Nope, he's past priority. I screwed up. Dang it!
Yeah, you really did screw up. But okay. Attack to fairy with everything.
He's at 10. He's at 10.
You may lock him out here.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
can
yeah.
only cast black spells. What's the
Well, he could pass black and blue, yeah. So it doesn't lock him out, but it does take away his white. He only had 1 white source. I imagine our Harbinger dies here.
Yeah, it definitely could. But you're at least making him do it.
Oh. Well, that's not good. Show me 3 lands. Come on. Yeah, major screw up. I could have had 5, 7, 9 on board. Next turn, put him to 1 potentially. Urgh. Come on, man. Take 4 minutes. Just even out the clock for me. This is only game 2, right? No, this is game 3. So we have a shot. We have a shot of winning. He's going to have to uptick to fairy here. I imagine he goes and gets 2 beefy boys, maybe 1 beefy boy and 2 reanimator spells. 2 beefy boys and 2 reanimator spells. Okay. Is the answer not just put Bahamut in his hands?
Sure feels like what the answer is. And you have to Dark Commando, it's an enchantment, right?
Bahamut is an enchantment.
Alright, since you can't kill him, I think you killed Teferi.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's start here. Combat. Just in case.
Yeah, fine.
Alright. So now we have both Stifle, Mental Misstep, and Cathar Commando online. Troll. He goes and gets a basic swamp. Right? Like, I don't care about that.
That doesn't seem to do anything other than put a troll in the graveyard, which.
It's still a problem, but.
Yeah,
Okay.
congratulations, that's an island.
I can't do anything about that. So he gets a troll. I get Washington, I think.
Troll the only card in the graveyard.
I have Malcolm too. I think Malcolm
I would
actually.
pick Washington. Just need to search it.
No, I think Malcolm is more damage.
Morphus.
Oh no! Oh well. I think I have him dead.
Yeah, you allowed the trigger to go off. 2, 4.
No, sir.
That creature got lifeline.
5, 6, 7, 8, I think. Oh wait, no, it won't work that way, right? It won't work that way. Oh no, we got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
That's
8.
only your flyers and then flip Aang.
Yeah.
Hope this 2 blue doesn't get you.
Yeah, exactly.
Only flyers.
Okie doke.
After no blocks.
Blocks. Before damage.
Harbinger? Harbinger?
That's alright.
It's not alright. If you cast something that you need to stifle, you just tap your blue for no reason.
Yay!
You won the match, but you made a mistake.
I made a bunch of mistakes. I shouldn't even had Stifle in my hand. Sure. I should have cast Stifle on Meta whatever stupid.
Metamorphosis Fanatic.
Yeah, that guy. Alright, so here's the list. Here's back to the deck. Brainstorm, consult star charts. The one thing that Aang decks are light on, and as you've probably seen in the last 2 games if you kept watching, is card draw. I constantly am running out of cards. I in my paper version of this deck, I actually have Shorekai. And I thought about putting Shorekai in here. And I didn't because I'm still just kind of going off of the exile list as much as possible. But even in these last 2 matches, I think Shorekai can turn the tide more than just these couple of draws and a couple of creatures that draw. I do have Enduring Curiosity in here. Again, not my favorite card, but it makes sense as you're just trying to go kind of hit with creatures as much as possible.
That's your card draw. Enduring Curiosity is your card draw.
Yeah. And then, to help try to finish the game as quickly as possible, the Parallax packages with all the nonsense that I have with Spider Sense and Stifle and Tail's End and Get Lost also works for those who are wondering about it. You could target your own enchantments and then put the trigger on the stack and go boop. Not in that order, actually. You target all their stuff, hold priority, blow it up, and then it never comes back. If you've been watching, just how that interaction worked with Felia, because he waited till after I targeted Dust Bowl, was a mistake. So yeah, and then the lands.
You had priority, so I don't think it was a mistake on his part because when you cast the enchantment, you maintain priority. So you immediately activated the ability and put the trigger on the stack. So he had no choice but to respond spawned after that first trigger.
Right, that's my point, is he should have waited till all of my triggers went through and then unexpectedly absent. But because he let one trigger go through and then did it, he ended up costing himself a Dust Bowl. So that's the problem. If you do it in response to one trigger and I just go bing, 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 that trigger has never happened yet. He has to, like, he should just wait for the trigger to resolve fully, then get rid of the parallax. But instead, he had the trigger on the stack, responded to the trigger, and that now that parallax tide was never there, that land just never comes back. The other 4 will come back after the trigger. But that's again why I turned around and said, no, now I need to bounce my own lands to basically float mana. But again, mistakes. Still figuring out the deck. What are we at? We're at 1 and 2 on the 1 and 1. Gosh, that last match felt like 4 matches rolled into one. Whew. Yeah, we're 1 and 1. So we went against Felia. We went against Amanatu. You know, it doesn't look like XJ Cloud is playing tonight. We usually play XJ Cloud every Tuesday night. That's kind of why we got into the rhythm of playing on Tuesday nights. But it doesn't look like he's playing tonight. Or maybe he's not playing Moto or something. I don't know. But nevertheless, we're here. Based on our time, maybe can get 2 more matches in if we can hurry up and get queued up. But yeah. Yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys would like to see. What decks. Here's some other decks that myself and Richard kind of flirt with and the idea of. This is my version of King T'Challa. I played like 2 or 3 leagues with it, and haven't got back to it yet, but it worked. It won some games. It's just tough. I had a conversation with some other guys about it, of like, is King T'Challa better than Elminster? It is a creature that can come down and do damage, and usually that's how you finish the game in King T'Challa, is you play it and you protect it and you just smack face with it. But I don't know, honestly. I played an Elminster deck not too long ago, and it was a rough matchup. Elminster is just hard control compared to T'Challa. Almost feels like tempo. But in the same instance, I'm not running the Parallax Tide package in here. I probably should be at this point. I probably could just switch out some of these counter spells and removal spells for Stifle, and Tail's End is not in here either. Wow. Oh, it is. There it is. So I guess Stifle and Tidebinder could go in here as well. And I would just make it work, right? Probably take out what? For Stifle. What would I take out for Stifle? See, like, the reason you have Miscalc and Mystic Confluence is they can draw you cards, and with T'Challa, you can draw more cards. Same with Remand Reprieve. So you really can't take those out. Sink into Stupor is probably a lock. Maybe you take out Censor for Stifle. Even though Censor does the same thing as Miscalc. For 1 less mana. Right? Isn't it a cycle for a blue, and this is cycle for 2? But Miscalc's the better counterspell of the 2. Yeah, I think you take out I think you take out Miscalc actually for Stifle. I think you take out Miscalculation for Stifle. I would probably take out Ledger Shredder for whatchamacallit, for Tidebinder. And then Rest in Peace, like, went to work when I played T'Challa. Like, I don't run Snapcaster Mage because I'm hoping to get Rest in Peace. The problem I ran into when I ran this T'Challa deck is I wasn't running a Enlightened Tutor. In retrospect, that's a huge mistake, I think. So again, I should probably take something out for Enlightened Tutor. I'd probably take out like one of the many Wraths that I'm running. Maybe even like maybe I even take out Stock Up. Stock Up doesn't draw you any cards, and I feel like every time I want to cast Stock Up, I don't like it. You also had lands to help you along the way too. Agnikella helps. Gyre Reach Sanitarium is insanely good in this deck. On your opponent's turn, you just activate it at their end step. They draw a discard, you draw a discard, you draw another card, you draw another card. So you're basically draw 3 cards, discard 1 for 2 mana, 3 mana kind of, but still. Draw 3
in
yeah.
their end step,
Yeah.
you draw discard, then you draw, then you draw. Okay. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, draw, discard, draw. You're in.
Yep. 3 cards, discard 1 card. Insanely good. Insanely good. So, and then if your opponent does anything on their turn and you have literally nothing in your hand, which should never happen in this deck, you could activate it on your turn and do some nonsense. Shorekai is like kind of the secret commander of this deck too, because with Shorekai out, you just pay 1, draw 2, discard, and keep it rolling. But if you have Shorekai and T'Challa, your opponent might as well scoop. There's literally no reason to play that game anymore. You're locked out. The Planeswalkers are obvious. The only big difference between Aang and this one is Teferi Hero, and he can just end the game. It's -8. And it's so annoying. So unbelievably annoying.
The viewers want to ask, why are you playing the ugly white border cards?
Oh, some viewers want to ask silly questions. I don't choose these printings. They just choose themselves. So I can go and switch the printing, I guess. I don't care.
Us Montskill folks will teach you how to set your preferred printing. So every time you make a deck, the card will always look the same.
Wah, 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 wah. I don't care. I don't care what the card looks like. Guys, I understand Duel Commander. You guys like your shiny cards, and you guys like the nice decks and all this other stuff. That's great. You know what? I have nothing against it. But man, oh man, I do not care if that card is heavily played, lightly damaged, been sleeped on concrete. I don't care. If it works as a card and it's legal to play, I'm gonna play it. So apparently this deck gets a lot of views for some reason. And our YouTube video of it gets a decent amount of views. So let's look at this deck. Oh, hey, you want to talk about weird cards? I actually love this art. If I could own this art, oh, buddy, this would be in every one of my every deck that has Jace in it.
I don't think that version's that expensive.
It's like $11 or $84.99.
So that we're not looking at words, but we're looking at pictures.
What?
Yeah, it's $11, $10. Yeah, not that expensive.
I don't think it's $10. Hold on, we're gonna find it. Don't worry about my spelling. I still got there. As low as 588.
Click all versions.
Click all versions. Where do you see that? Oh, all versions.
These will show not. I thought it will show not stock, but yeah, $5.
$108 for the foil pre-release book.
You're silly if you buy that.
Where's the foils? The foiling is $45. Yeah, I like this art. Anyways, Ant-Man. Ant-Man is a silly deck. Ant-Man is green-blue, and I love playing green-blue, but green-blue is kind of silly right now. It's kind of hard to deal with the meta in green-blue, and it's kind of hard to deal with a lot of stuff in green-blue. So if you're playing green-blue, I'm sorry for your headache of playing green-blue. Been there, done that, and probably going to continue doing it, honestly. We have this, like, tournament coming up in Pennsylvania, Duel for Duels, that trying to figure out going out there and having a good time and promoting that, and that's should be fun over in September, Labor Day weekend. If you're down to try it out, you should definitely go. But yeah, talking to some friends, they're like, you should bring Lannis. Now, guys, my Lannis deck sucks. Like, it's just not great. I don't even think I have it. Do I have it on here? Do I have this silly little Lannis deck on our no? No. You know, I probably have it on my personal, but nevertheless, it's not great. It just is silly. It's like it's good in the sec of like it can win. It can just turn the corner and win the game at any minute. Like I can play Painter Servant, play Grindstone, win. I could play Urza into Academy Manufacturer, win, and all this other nonsense that just wins the game. The problem in green blue is that you can't always stop your opponent from winning the game. And especially, and I love that Blitzelberg talked about this in the last banning announcement, that video that he did, of how tough green blue is to play when they were talking about Edric. Green blue is tough to play because it just does not deal with threats very well. And especially because we have cards like Voice of Victory, Hexing Squelcher, Spider Punk, Teferi even. If you're playing green blue and your opponent plays Teferi, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do in this deck list? Like, I have 21 creatures. It's not good enough to go directly to face. It's not good enough to deal with Teferi when Teferi comes out. So there's not much like you can do. And in a green blue list, you're like very reactive instead of proactive. Because you have to have counter spells up, because if you don't, you can just lose the game. So, I mean, if you're playing green blue, I salute you. I mean, let's just take a look here. If we go to MTG Top 8, the last green blue list I think was like months ago. And guys, I'll tell you what, I go on this website a lot. I cannot wait for this little deck list to never pop up again in this little bracket. This will be gone. Good riddance, Spider-Man 2099. Good riddance, Lumra. I'm sad about Fantasticar. Kind of wish I could have played Fantasticar, but is what it is. Yeah, so let's go to green, blue. Oh, last 2 weeks, nothing. Let's go last 2 months. I know there's one in the last 2 months. It's a Kinnan player. You know how I know? Because I check all the time. Check all the time. I want to see green blue list fly. However, they just don't. It's just tough. So in Malaysia, Kinnan playing 30 lands. That's right. 30 lands. 31 if you count in Sink into Stupor. 30 lands.
Right, so you finished 4th place in an 8-person tournament. So what does that mean exactly?
That means nothing. That means it is literally a blip on the existence of green blue. It means he took what seems to be a green blue dual CDH list potentially and tried to turn it into a dual commander list. Because there's like Pact of Negation. Pact of Negation. Ugh. Mystic Remora is in this list. Now, the 4 people below this guy, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. I don't mean to rub it in. But man, that must have been rough. I like this card, though. This is fun. I mean, I love this deck. As a whole, I have this deck. I have the CDH version of this deck. And I've tried playing this deck in Duel Commander. And Richard will attest that it does not work. It doesn't do much. Because, look at this. You have an 8-drop. You have an 8-drop. If you draw this and they shut out your little mana rocks or mana dorks, you're done. You're not getting this guy to do much. Like, what is this? 7 mana. When this creature or another creature enters, this creature fights up to one target creature you don't control. It's a 7 mana 6/6 with trample that fights on entering? That whenever another creature enters, it fights? Come on. Come on! Glen Elendra Archmage is cool, but Stern Scolding. Done.
Wait. Look at the upper right hand corner of the list of cards. Roll up Mana Drain.
Ruh-roh! That's illegal!
Alert. Banned card.
Ruh-roh. Can't do that. That just goes to show you I was right. This is definitely a CDH list turned into a Duel Commander list. So let's go back. Let's try to find a legit green-blue Duel Commander list. And I could tell you it's either going to be Wilson or Lannis. Because Lannis was played. There was a Lannis list in Michigan in May, I think. Yep. Wilson, Lannis. I'm telling you guys, I check on these lists all the time. I'm always here for some reason. Lannis, this list runs 34 creatures, which I can get behind. I think makes sense. Lannis wants you to play a bunch of creatures. What I don't like about this list is like it's reliant on creatures to win.
So this was a tournament that the folks I know in northern Indiana, southern Michigan play in. That's Brennan. He's on. He's a regional coordinator like me on Tifa, and Drew won with Vivi, and then Anthony finished third with Kefka. So yeah.
And our boy Augie, we've played Augie a couple times on MTGO. He finished second as Quintoris.
Yeah, so that's a powerful top 8.
Yeah, out of 26 players too.
I don't know what that Lannis deck is doing in there, but you know.
He did better than Brennan. Finished better than Brennan.
Well, they both made top 8 and lost. He just had a higher record in the Switch, that's all.
Let's look at this Tifa list. I lost to a Tifa list earlier today because they switched to Serac. And Brennan's not even running Serac.
He's running the I'm going to kill you package.
Yeah.
I don't need to switch. I'm just going to kill you.
Which I will say that Tifa player I played against earlier had me game 1 because I spell quellered a stupid elf instead of a 2-mana creature spells can't be countered. And I had the option between the two. So I spell quellered like a elf. I don't even remember the elf. Instead of this guy, Frenzied Baloth. He played this first. And I thought, well, I'll just spell queller Tifa. But the elf I felt like was gonna get him more mana and he was gonna come back. I think it was this elf actually. This elf. And I was like, I gotta do something. So yeah. But great players. Great players make great moves. And he was a good player this evening. Anyway, it's Lannis. So let's see if he's running. Yep, Academy Manufacturer, Shrieking Drake, Urza. So that's one little, like, Shrieking Drake and one of these two out with Lannis out just win you the game. Like, it's, like, you'll never see it on MTGO because it just takes way too much time to click and do through all those responses and everything you have to do with that. I'm also running, like, Painter Servant combo and Whir of Invention. So he's also running Whir of Invention and probably the Formidable Speaker. So like I would run Grindstone Painter Servant in this list because it can just win you the game. This guy's running Negate. I'd run Spider Sense.
Oh, miscast.
Huh?
Miscast.
Oh, miscast. Yeah. Counter target instant or sorcery unless they control. Yeah, silly. Yeah, your boy Brennan, if he actually finished worse than this Lannis deck, feels kind of bad. But there's what 18 other people that did worse than this Lannis deck. So it's got something to offer. My list is similar, but I have some very key differences. I think I have less creatures, more spells, and definitely more artifacts. Tree of Tales is a funny one. You can go search for it with Word of Invention, I guess. Or is this guy running Fabricate? No, he's not. Why run this land? It's an artifact, so I guess Urza Saga goes up by 1. Hey, you know what's missing from this deck? That there's no way he's not playing Urza Saga? Urza Saga. I guess he could not be running Urza Saga because he doesn't have any 1-drop artifacts. Alright, we're back in. And it's the guy I told you earlier in this recording that I've never played against before. Playing Titania. Oh. So Loomer gets banned. Is this the next green commander? Why does this hand?
Wow. What is that hand?
I can't keep this,
Play or
right?
the draw?
Huh?
You're gonna play or the draw?
I have the play.
Ugh.
Yeah. I can't keep it. Okay. Not much better. We gotta keep the cat, I think. We can we're not I don't think we're worried about his commander anytime soon. No. Alright, land. Come on. Sure. So you can have 3 mana next turn. Yes! Play the white land. Oh, it's on the board. I can get it. Oh, man, this is going to be dumb. This is going to be dumb if I can get it going. Wall of Roots. All right. So next turn he has 5 mana. He has his commander online.
Unless he does that.
Does that. Yeah, that's a no-go on the countering his commander, I guess. Jeez, dude.
That's 4 lands.
That is 4 lands and a Cathar Commando. But will it matter? Yep. Now he can tap his other 2 producers and recast it, but hey, gotta start somewhere. I'm sorry, what? Sure. ETB, oh, interesting. All right. Well, there's a Stifle. Never didn't have it. Never punished. Now this thing cares about when a land card is put into the graveyard.
Things these exile.
Yeah, it's also a 5/3. That's also a problem.
You have a 4/3 that you would love to block with and turn to.
Well, I have a 3/1 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Blast Zone. Now, the scary thing about going against mono green with this kind of strategy right now is that he could just have enchantment removal. He didn't attack. Well, I will not complain about that. Alright, so he gets one turn. Do we cast a cat here, draw one card, hope it's a land? I think so.
I would pull up Mana Tide and Wash Away, right?
Well, I guess. I guess that's fine. Whatever.
I would not have even attacked it.
Yeah, but he has a 5/3 attacker and a 1/2 and this is a 0/3. Like I gotta start putting pressure on him. I think. If he swings in, I kill right here. So Urborg, what? Oh, because
that's legal. Yeah, that's legal on the list because it's not a swamp.
Attack.
I don't know why he plays it.
I don't care.
But the reason why they play it, I forget what it is. I think maybe it's because of all the other lands that don't produce mana, so now they do. Yeah, now you flash that in.
Urborg famously makes everything annoying. Because, alright, hold on, I gotta focus here. I will talk to you guys in a second. Stifle. Because every time you tap a basic land, it now taps for black or blue. Oh, land, cool. Combat. Draw a card. Flying 0/2. Yep, never mind. I guess I don't draw a card. Oh well. Yep. Create another food. Sure.
Yeah, but I'm okay with him getting up on his mana for one of his mana.
Right. Absolutely agree.
We will eventually start drawing cards.
Yeah.
Because if he wants to block your that too. Okay, that produces 2. This is going to get countered, whatever it is. Don't mana tide it, right? Because the...
Yeah, unless he uses the roots. Yeah, so we just hard counter. See what I mean? Annoying. I just want to cast Wash Away. Alright, and declare attacks. Come on, swing into my cat. Alright. The wasp is cool. We go white. Let's go blue. Blue. Now your commander has no abilities.
Now you can swing to the team.
Yep.
Refill my hand, please.
Yields all. Bing, bing, bing. Couldn't remember if I played a land this turn or not.
Clicking on it doesn't hurt, right?
Yeah. Expedition map. Yeah, that's gonna be fine. This is a problem. Because Glacial Chasm is still legal. Do I have anything to deal with Glacial Chasm?
Well, click no response right now.
Well, I was thinking of responding with Enlightened Tutor, but yeah.
He's going to respond with Enlightened Tutor right now.
Oh, gosh, I hate this. At least he doesn't have his commander thing online, because whenever a thing hits the graveyard, he makes a 5/3 elemental. So, good thing for Wasp.
I mean, we're really in protect that wasp mode at the moment, to be honest.
Yeah. Let's peek. Let's see what we can grab. Static Prison doesn't work. Rest in peace. I think the
Rest
move.
in peace. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
I was thinking Parallax Wave, to be honest, too. I should have sacked my Polluted Delta, but it's fine.
Yeah, you definitely should have. You still can. No.
Well, I'd have to wait till after I draw. We can just sack it for Surveillant.
Yeah.
Draw.
But you're not going to draw.
Why not? Oh, because
so you're not getting damage.
stupid chasm. That's fine. Doesn't really do anything, I think. Maybe he should have kept on top. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't even know anymore. But Rest in Peace says goodbye. All right. Combat. It's funny, though, in decks like Quintorius, there's cards that say, like, damage can't be prevented this turn. Like Spider-Punk. That was one of the reasons Spider-Punk was played in Quintorius, right? Is, like, cards like this. Alright. We keep Mana Tithe open. Chasm doesn't tap for mana either, right? I'm not crazy. Okay. So he, but he still has 1, 2, 3, 4. And he can go to, he has 2 foods, so he's technically at 13. We're just gonna save time.
Yeah, just pass there.
There's no reason to do anything.
Behind him.
Yeah. So right now he can go to 9, and then next turn on his upkeep he'll take 6. He has 3 cards in his hand, or 2, but our 2 can maybe keep us out of keep us in this. Lotus Field. Absolutely. Have fun. Not like we can do anything anyways. I would like to start a petition to put Dust Bowl in every deck. For this exact purpose. Now, granted, I think we win this game. I don't see how, like, it'd be a little tough to lose right now.
Don't jinx it.
Yeah, it's true.
He just got 3 of 1 color, so if he was color hosed, he just got some color.
He's green. He's mono green.
Yeah, you're right. Good subtlety man side, so hopefully that'll be enough.
4. Can't be countered. I don't care. Lumra. I'm kind of okay with... Oh, Lumra has reach. So when he does decide to sack it... Nah. No, I don't want Lumra.
That's the turn, he's got like glacial chasm go permanently.
Yay! We lived through a glacial chasm. Yay! We beat a glacial chasm.
Eat, baby.
Rest in peace. And Enlightened Tutor. Like, get Enlightened Tutor, win with Rest in Peace. The Wasp was also doing her job there, too.
Oh,
Good.
the Wasp was huge. The Wasp won your game.
Um,
Rest in peace in the Wasp.
we know this may not do it. I think we keep it in the C, but the only reason I'm keeping this hand is because I won game 1, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's fine.
They secret that, right?
Yeah.
Bruce mana.
Yup. This is also the, like, we were just talking about green-blue. This is also the issue with, like, mana dorks and real. I don't know, he's definitely not relying on mana dorks by any means, but if you rely on mana dorks like Kinnan can, or most Simic decks do, you get caught in this situation where your opponent just runs enough removal and just goes, "Yep, that's fine, play it. Alright, it's dead." So, like, Utopia Sprawl's good, so he has 3 mana next turn to my 2. But if I draw a counter spell here... Nope. Hodawara's not bad either, though. Alright, so we could lure and reveal, but we really don't care about another land. We really want less lands. We might just lure and reveal to thin our deck, but I kind of want to keep lure and revealed as a 5-mana draw 3 at this point. And he's not doing anything, so we'll just keep up. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Do we cast Draenith here? I think so.
Mono green, the odds of, like, there's probably very few ways for him to kill it without a creature in play.
Right. The problem is if he just drops a creature, drops a fight spell, it dies, right? Yeah.
You tap mana the way you did.
Why?
Because you're not. Does that produce white and blue?
It does.
Okay. Oh, it's about. Okay, my bad. I thought it was a different land.
So he has 5 mana, but he can't cast his commander. Play your Glacial Chasm. Play your Glacial Chasm. Glacial Kasami. Talon Gates. Ruh-roh. Yeah. His commander's going to resolve. And this is where it becomes dangerous. But cool thing about Aang is I'm not worried. If this guy's trying to win by producing tokens, I'm not worried about tokens.
I mean, you can bounce back to his hand.
Yeah.
A variety of ways. And he's only got 1 Talon Gates, or you could just sort of plowshare it.
Yup. Go. Go away.
Back for 1.
Combat. Go, wizard. Fight. Yeah, one thing I didn't talk about in the deck tech is Draenith Magistrate is just a really good card. That's why you also run Stern or Step Through in this deck. Balith Prime. What is this? It's 4 mana. I'm not gonna read it. I'm not gonna think about reading it. Here, hold this. Now I'm gonna read it. When this creature, come on, Priest of Titania. We're just gonna let it go. When it enters, sacrifice a land, create a 4/4 tapped beast token, and untap this creature. He's a freaking what? Did I read that right? He's a 10/10? Enters with 6 stun counters on him. Oh, okay. So this is like playing against our friend Phil. What do we got? Vendilion Click. I don't really need Odawara. This is a 1/1, right? I'm not crazy. It is a 1/1. Combat. You're tapped out, right, bud?
I don't click him till then stuff.
What?
I would click him in his end step if he doesn't do anything.
Oh, yeah, if he doesn't do anything, yeah.
Right. You might have to kick in his stupid or whatever he does.
Right. Or Aang.
Right, or Aang, of course. Keep forgetting about your silly commander hiding over there.
Okay. Yes, my silly little commander. He's a silly little guy. Crop rotation. But what if I make you sack another land?
We just went shields down.
Yeah.
I guess you could think in stupid if I guess it's a creature in play.
Same thing. So that actually does. That's actually worse than Aang in this moment.
Right, he just makes him sacrifice another land for sure. He has plenty of.
Yeah, now he has to pay 2 for it, which he can. Oh, he's going to cast that. That's fine. I don't care about that. Sacrifice another creature, draw cards equal to that creature's toughness. Yep, he's going to draw a card, lose, gain life? Gain life. Declare tax, no tax. We're going to Lauren Revealed here. Go get Hollowed Fountain, just to be... No Mystic Sanctuary. No Mystic Sanctuary in the deck. I'm playing Rest in Peace. Hey, that's pretty cool. We'll go white, blue, blue. Teferi. Put. Now, if only Teferi can return lands. Non-basic lands come in tapped. Or keep up click. Yeah, we'll keep up click and sink into stupor. Swing for 5. On Dasher, on Dancer, on Draenith, on Aang.
2.5 minutes behind.
Huh?
2.5 minutes behind.
Yeah, that's alright. I'm having fun with this one. We also are at 13 minutes.
You got the mono green.
Ruh-roh! Ruh-roh!
And you have a sink in a stupor. And you do have click, so you can make sure his hand is clear, and then so you can stupor it. Should he somehow put a 2020 into play. You also have a Teferi too, if you can get it back up to counters.
Let me see your hand, sir. This one. Hey, tokens are 0 mana cost, right?
Yep.
Oh, dang it, I didn't Teferi. I gotta remember to do Teferi.
Yes, you do.
Okay. He's just gonna do it 1 by 1? No response.
By doing this.
No response. Anyways, here's the team.
Plus Teferi.
Do what you gotta do, son. Because you ain't gonna do it no more. No commander. No glacial chasm. I don't know why you didn't get glacial chasm, but whatever. Molt tender. Sure. Yeah. That's about right. But, to be noted, he did get a trophy. So, you know, deck has some merit to it. I just got lucky, I think. Played it as well as I could.
I need a drink refill.
Okie doke. Aminatu. What's this deck? Oh, this is my boy Professor Rex. I've played against Professor X like every day. It feels like. He's a cool guy. The Salmonatu deck is really good, and I hate it sometimes. Like it catches me just in the worst positions. Um, but